Hello and welcome to Learn German Online with Schneider Institute. In today's episode, I will be teaching you about time phrases, activities and phrases that have to do with time, seasons, and of course durations. Alright, so the first thing I want to teach you is how to say the days of the week. Very important. You need to know the days of the week from Monday up till Sunday, okay? I'm sure you have daily activities and you need to describe your daily activities. Now, first of all, Monday is said as Montag. Montag. You might want to pronounce with me, Montag. Montag. Tuesday, Dienstag. Dienstag. Wednesday, Mittwoch. Mittwoch. Thursday, Donnerstag. Take note of my pronunciation. It's spelled with a G at the end, but I'm pronouncing it as Tag. Donnerstag. Friday, Freitag. Freitag. Saturday, Samstag. Samstag. Sunday, Sonntag. Sonntag. So let's take it again. Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag. Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag. So these are the days of the week from Monday till Sunday. Alright, so please try it on your own at home and see how you can pronounce Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, and the Sonntag. Next, I'm going to teach you the months of the year. I'm going to teach you the months of the year, and January is Januar, as written on your screen. January is Januar. February is Februar. March is März. April, Mai, Juni, Juli, August, September, October, November, December. Januar, February, März, April, Mai, Juni, Juli, August, September, October, November, December. Please practice them at home. January, February, March, April, Mai, Juni, Juli, August, September, October, November und December. These are the pronunciations for the months of the year. I'm going to take it slowly to help you with the pronunciation. Januar, Februar, März, April, Mai, Juni, Juli, August, September, October, November, December. Please practice the pronunciations and be sure to master the days of the week and the months of the year. Alright, so moving forward, I'm going to teach you how to use the time phrases. And I'm going to teach you a new rule called the time phrase. And the time phrase states that whenever time comes first in a sentence, the verb follows before the subject. So normally we do the subject before the verb, right? But this time, because the time phrase is in the sentence, the verb will take the second position and the subject takes the third position. Now let me teach you how this works. Very interesting, right? Let's go. Now, first of all, let's make a sentence. Let's take an example of a sentence in a normal way without using the time phrase. Now, an example of a sentence says, Joseph cooked rice 9 Uhr. Joseph cooked rice 9 Uhr. That means that Joseph will cook rice or is cooking rice by 9 o'clock. Now, how do we put the time phrase first, right? Now, we'll say 9 Uhr kocht Joseph rice. 9 Uhr kocht Joseph rice. 9 Uhr kocht Joseph rice. Now, can you see that the time phrase is in the first position, making the verb to go to the second position before the subject? So whenever you have time first in a sentence, put the verb second before the subject. That's the rule. Whenever you have time first, the verb must be in the second position and the subject must be in the third position rather. So TVS. That's our formula. TVS. Time first, verb before subject. We're going to try another example. Mary kauft Brot 11 Uhr. Mary kauft Brot 11 Uhr. Mary is buying bread by 11 o'clock. Mary buys bread by 11 o'clock. Now, can we try putting the time first? What is the time phrase here? The time phrase here is 11 Uhr, 11 o'clock. Now we say 11 Uhr kauft Mary Brot. 11 Uhr kauft Mary Brot. Can you see that the subject and the verb have exchanged places because of the time phrase? So the verb takes the first position before the subject. 11 Uhr kauft Mary Brot. We're going to take more and more examples with the time phrases. To enable you master the time phrases, please put the verb in the position before the subject. Now we just learned about days of the week. We can try one of them by saying, let's try a simple sentence. We can say, Ich lese ein Buch am Montag. Ich lese ein Buch am Montag. I am going to read a book on Monday. Now, if we put the time phrase first, it will be am Montag lese ich ein Buch. Am Montag lese ich ein Buch. So you see, on Monday, I will read a book. Monday there is the time phrase. It has taken the first position. The verb takes the second position before the subject. Am Montag lese ich ein Buch. We can also say, im April fahre ich nach Lagos. In April fahre ich nach Lagos. Yeah, so you see, because April is the time phrase, April is in the first position, the verb takes the second position before the subject. April is the time phrase, fahre is the verb, and then we have nach Lagos. So whenever you have time first, put the verb in the second position and then the subject. I'm going to give you a long list of simple sentences, and right after now we're going to convert them to the time phrase. So always put the time in the first position. While using a simple sentence is as easy as it's also very correct. However, when you put the time phrase in the first position, you show the person you are talking to or you are writing to that you have learned good German and you have learned advanced German, and that is why you need to put the time first before the verb and the subject. In the next class, I'm going to teach you more type of verbs. Auxiliary verbs will be our next topic. Stay tuned.